Earlier this year, Sci-Fi Channel launched the UK's first ever national gaming competition to find its ultimate gamer. It gave gamers from all over the land the opportunity to outwit and outscore each other in order to compete for the combined prize of 50 grand. This is Britain's first ever search for its ultimate gamer. In order to compete, gamers across the land were asked to phone in their answer to a gaming question. Of the correct answers, 1,000 people were chosen to compete in the qualifying rounds. The top 150 from these then go through to the semi-finals. From there on, they do battle on cinema screens. And that number is whittled down further to 30 in the grand final, to be held in London's West End. With so many qualifiers taking place all over the country, I can't possibly check them all out, but I have decided to have a go at a couple. First up then, I've come to see if the people of Brighton got what it takes to become the ultimate gamer. I should point out now that the game that these guys and thousands like them have to master in order to be crowned the ultimate gamer is Hulk, which will be hitting you with a two-pronged mega-fisted attack this summer as a game and also as a movie blockbuster. Playing in time attack mode, competitors have 5 minutes in the qualifiers to score as many points as possible. That will then be 3 minutes in the semis and 4 in the final. Just found one of the many contestants who's down here to become the ultimate gamer, well, at least hoping to be. This is Michael Hillman. How do you prepare for a competition like that?
Basically, the last couple of days I've pulled out all my PlayStation games at home, been playing till the thumbs have been bleeding.
Oh, man, that was nasty. Not for kids, this, is it? Don't make me angry. You won't like me. Does he spend a lot of time in his bedroom playing this rather than doing his homework?
Yeah, all the time.
Do you think you won't give him so much of a hard time if he walks away with £15,000?
No, maybe not.
Take that. Managed to grab David Kesley, who's my, well, I'd like to call you my games expert, but you managed to get a sneaky game or two in yourself before the competitors arrived here. What did you make of it?
Well, I actually found the game really enjoyable. Considering it's a movie tie-in, you always expect sort of just a generic sort of platformer or a run-around beat-em-up, but they've actually managed to do something really nice and varied with it, and they've made it a really interesting and diverse game.
Do you think it's suitable in terms of our search for an ultimate gamer? Is it difficult enough, for example?
I don't know, a challenge isn't really, I think, of utmost importance if you're looking for an ultimate gamer, because I think any gamer really is suitable, because if someone's not played the game, it's up to their skill to adapt very quickly to the mechanics and the environment, try out sort of just see what all the buttons do and what combinations achieve. Obviously, a generic player will just run and impress the buttons, and a bit more of a seasoned player will probably sort of experiment a bit more and develop a faster skill.
Tell you what, the competition is hot enough down here. Yet another contestant's just got over the 100 mark, 102. You've hit the top spot. I think you went over the 100 mark. Pleased with the performance?
Yeah, well, I guess I have hit the top spot, but the practice was better.
Practice, you were pretty hot in there, actually. What do you think let you down when it came to the real match?
Nerves, maybe.
Well, there's a lot riding on it. I mean, for the overall winner, £15,000. What would you do? How would you spend it, in fact, if you did win it?
Well, we've already said I'd go on holiday.
Basically want to buy a new computer, waste lots of money on games, that kind of thing.
Got some loans I've got to pay off, and then car, something like that, probably.
Sounds all right, doesn't it?
Time to leave them to get on with it in Brighton. I was off to see more of the best gamers Britain has to offer. Meanwhile, the competition was hotting up in the other qualifiers all around the country, in such venues as Birmingham, Bristol, Manchester and
London, home to Her Majesty the Queen, God bless your mum, Big Ben, Trafalgar Square, and Oxford Street, where another qualifier is in full swing. Come with me. With me now show is Emily Newton-Dunn, the face best associated with the Ultimate Gamer. How does it actually work from your point of view in terms of the game and the contest?
Well, how you actually enter it was essentially we set up a phone line. Everybody phoned in on the phone line. 1,000 people were hand-picked from that phone line to actually come in and register to play on today, which is the qualifying heat. We had a few wild cards tossed in there as well, so we invited a couple of people down anyway. And then it's just basically a playoff. And every game that you play, it takes 5 minutes. You've got a 5-minute limit of time, and you have to basically smash, kill, destruction as many people as possible to score as many points as possible within that time.
As you can see, I'm pretty, I'm fast, and I can't possibly be beaten. I'm the #1, second to nobody.
There's likely to be a lot of stomach involved in that then.
Yes, there was one guy who sneaked in at a practice and a half, and he came off going, "Where's the ice for his hands?" He was a little bit sore.
It actually looks like you need a certain amount of energy to apply to this game.
A load of times I've asked the people, once you've got the score, they have to sign to prove that the score is legitimate. It's on the top of the left-hand corner on the screen. They're thinking, "Oh, wait a second, because my thumb is so sore and I can't sign, I can't hold the pen."
We've certainly had quite a few people in through the doors, and we've had some very, very serious contestants as well. There was one guy who came in, the game was only released today, and he went out this morning, hired the game, practiced the game, and then he came and played, practiced again, and then he came and played.
What score did you get them?
115.
Was it as difficult? That's pretty, man, to be honest, that is pretty good actually. Big pat on the back for yourself. Was it as difficult as you thought it would be, or was it easier?
It's quite easy. It wasn't as difficult as it should have been. You understand? Like, once you find a tactic and you use that, then you just use it throughout the game until your time's up.
I got 92 points. Not too bad. I'm not used to it, that's alright.
Because obviously we're trying to search for the Ultimate Gamer. Do you think that was a good choice of game to use in terms of the search for the Obi-Wan of gaming?
I believe so, because your performance equals your time and your points.
The competition, the standards, has it been pretty high? I mean, this is London, the capital, so I should imagine it's probably going to have the most amount of people coming down here.
There was 150 people who go through to the semi-finals, and then 30 after that who go into the finals at London's Empire, and you play on the big screen. But I think that, generally speaking, if you get over 100, between 100 and 105 or more, then you're in with a good chance of going into the semi-finals. I mean, the best score that I've seen today, which funnily enough was from the guy who got a lot of practice, was 117, and that's a phenomenal score.
That's good. Actually, we had a few people in Brighton who managed to get round about that sort of score, and I heard that was...
What, 117?
Yeah. Are you a London-based boy yourself, David?
I am, yeah.
So what do you reckon the chances are of someone, say, up in Manchester or Liverpool, Edinburgh?
Sorry, it's really funny. No one outside of London's good at games. It's a fact. I don't think they've got computers in their part of the world.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Have you had a go yourself?
No, I haven't had time today, but I have played before. And yeah, you know, if I wasn't the face associated with this, believe me, I'd be whooping ass. That 15 grand would be mine.
15,000! Jesus!
It's a hell of a lot of prize money.
It is. I think I might have to enter under a pseudonym.
Has there anyone actually lost it so much that they've burst out of their clothes, grown 10 foot, went green, and had a bit of a Benny and a pair of purple pants?
He's about 10 foot already, but he's keeping his shirt on.
You might well go on with that score to get to the semi-finals, possibly even the final. What would it mean to you to actually win that cash pot?
If I won that cash pot, I think I'll buy every computer available and every TV and just pick it up in my bedroom and never leave. And that's it.
Amen to that, big fella. In fact, you're the only geezer who bears a slight resemblance to the Hulk himself. Check the muscles out on him.
Don't tell anyone, but I actually am the Incredible Hulk. I shouldn't have told you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I've said too much.
Were you actually a big fan of the Hulk series and perhaps there was a Hulk movie?
I used to like it when I was a kid, yeah. But
do you know what actually happened to him in the end? Was it resolved? Was he cured?
I have no idea.
Let me tell you this, he wasn't.
Was he not?
No.
He just went wandering forever.
There was never a conclusion. I'm wondering if there might be a penultimate inclusion perhaps in the game itself.
Well, I don't know. I know that the game carries on from where the film leaves off this time. By the way, I just noticed you're wearing green. Very appropriate.
Phew! That's the qualifiers out of the way. Next up, the semis. Back to the search for Britain's Ultimate Gamer. Already we've seen how 1,000 gamers nationwide battled it out in the qualifying stages by trying to outscore each other on the game as a whole. The scores are in, and that number has now been whistled down to just 150. It's semi-final day, which means, amongst other things, I'm on the move again. Now, this is, of course, a nationwide search to find Britain's ultimate gamer. And right now, I've come to check out the competition in Bonnie, Scotland, and the beautiful city of Edinburgh. Now, the main difference from the qualifiers is that from now on, the rest of the competition will be played out on the big screen. How cool is that? And it's something that all these gamers are going to relish. Will we find the ultimate gamer in Edinburgh? Well, let's find out. What about all these southern softies who've been saying that there's no talent outside the M25? What do you say to them?
Just wait and see in London.
It's going to be a bloodbath. Ooh! What's the competition been like so far? They're just hotting up behind me, ready to prepare for the real event.
No, it's a phenomenal experience here. You've got like 28 of the old finalists and their family, friends, all competing for that ultimate prize, the old 50 grand there.
What makes you so special?
No point in it, nothing to do anyway.
I like that man's confident attitude, superb. Are you from Edinburgh yourself?
Yeah.
So do you think there's a lot of good gamers here, and are we likely to find the ultimate gaming champion here?
Yeah, I think it's a good chance of it. Certainly, the weather's not so good, so that playing games a lot.
Okay, having come this far and qualified to play in the semi-finals, would you be absolutely devastated to get knocked out?
A wee bit disappointed.
Excuse me, a wee bit disappointed?
Yeah.
£15,000 in your bank account? How much money you got in there at the moment?
Not a lot.
6 UCIs around the country. We're in Scotland, it's one of them. Got a group of people here. Hopefully a fair few will be down in London next Saturday.
With such little time and so many gamers to see, I was off to another destination. Next stop, the semi-final in Newcastle, to see how their thumbs were faring. At the same time, the other semi-finalists were furiously button-bashing nationwide.
Another town, another cinema, another hulking semi-final. This is Richard Gorman, he's one of our Newcastle contestants. He's about to take part in the semi-finals. How are you shaping up?
I'm feeling all right. I think I'm going to take it a day anyway.
Confident?
You've got to be done.
How did you get on, Lee?
Not so good, I don't know, but wait and see what the scores are. You know, keep hope, keep fingers crossed.
What was it like playing on the big screen? I mean, you obviously at home. I don't suppose you've got a cinema screen set up in your living room.
Felt like a superstar. That's what I would do if I won the 15 grand. I'd buy a cinema complex so I can do the station.
We're halfway through the semi here. What's the standard been like so far?
It hasn't been too bad, actually. As I said, it hasn't been the highest standards. I do believe other scores are only coming at higher scores than Newcastle. But it has been quite competitive still.
Well, what about the North East and Newcastle in particular? Do you think that we're going to find the ultimate gamer there?
Yes, me. Always said since the beginning I would win. Newcastle, the best place to be.
Now, there's a lot of people get paid for surfing, for skateboarding, all that sort of thing. Do you think that gaming should be treated as...
Well, as I said, a lot of people have been playing as long as any professional sportsman, so in a way, why not? Chess is not a physical sport, it's just a sport of the mind, and it's still... Snooker's the same, it's not physical, but it's classed as a sport, so why not something that uses dexterity and intelligence?
Look at that, look at that.
Good action. How do you think you've done?
Well, I done well, I got 78.
Our highest scorer was actually our second contestant, and a lad called, I'll find his name on here, 78 points, was Keil Chong.
Well, that should be it for all the semi-finals taking place around the country. Now time to ring up HQ to see what the final scores are. Come on, bring in. Hello, how you doing? You can hear me? Semi-finals just finished in Newcastle. Just wanted to get the final scores from you, if possible. 86 was the top score in Manchester, okay? 85 in Greenwich, excellent. Dudley's at the 82 mark. Where is that? Cardiff, 90 and 92. Cardiff are steaming ahead at the moment in the semi-finals, excellent. 78 and 76 from Newcastle now, they were right. They didn't think they'd done as well, actually, and that's just proved the point. Thanks ever so much. Bye. We've seen some fierce competition in these semi-finals, with the standard exceeding many people's expectations. And with some of the best gamers in Britain on display, the competition can only get tougher as we near the grand final in London. So this is what it all boils down to. 30 finalists and 1 cinema screen. The final leg of our search for Britain's ultimate gamer finds us here in London's West End. Let the battle commence. Heat 1's currently taking place. You have to do well in that before you get a chance to play on the big screen. And this is Maury, who's hoping to do that very thing. How are you?
Not too bad, a bit nervous. Yeah, I've seen some of the scores that have been coming in, and they're quite frightening.
What makes you think that you've got a rotate to be crowned the ultimate gamer then?
Just the speed my hands move. It scares me.
And you're so close to winning £15,000. £15,000, fella! What did you do with it?
I'm a student, I pay my debts off to start with, then get a car. £50,000 is a lot to a poor university student.
Is there any way that I can get involved in trying to get a bit of this 15 grand action?
Oh no. Sorry, we've been trying, but it's...
You've got the list and everything,
I
yeah?
don't have the list at all.
Come on, if I win 15 grand, then I give you, what, 30% of that?
30%, that's hardly fair.
So what have you done to prepare for today's final?
I've just timed myself in 4 minutes in time attack mode 1. Tried to get as many times in as possible. And just practice is a key word.
The qualifiers you had 5 minutes, and then in the semis 3 minutes, and today in the final you get 4. How important is the time, do you think?
Very important.
Batteries need changing on that one.
122.
Maury, get yourself over here, son. Get over here. Brett, fresh off the pod, loads of support behind you. What'd you get?
122, mate.
What score did you get?
103.
103? What's wrong with that?
I just seen like some other people getting their scores and
You think it's not going to be good enough to get you through?
No, I'm not here.
You were saying to me prior to going on that you were nervous. Didn't see any signs of that. Were you just a good actor?
I'm a seasoned pro, you see. I've done about 5 or 6 tournaments now, so it still doesn't get any easier. It's just that you learn to switch off.
Is there an added pressure, do you think, because you're so close to getting that cash?
Yeah, I started to think about it too much as well. So I was playing, had money on my face.
What, as you're smashing people up, you're thinking, right, there's a new motorbike, there's a car, there's a holiday for the wife. The girls are totting up the scores behind. Stuart's just come off from his thrashing in the heats. You did pretty well, didn't you, to get through to play on the big screen?
Yeah, I didn't do too bad. Hopefully I'm through. I've got 117, so it's a decent score. I've put in a good effort. So.
Well, a lot of the standard's been phenomenal, man, today. You know, compared to the semis and the heats itself.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting scores in 4 minutes, which they used to get in 5 minutes. They've really raised the game for the money.
Chris Watson, if you're here, come quickly, don't get your come and register here. Julian O'Reilly, well done. Wesley Shillings.
Well, there you go. You've made it through from Heat 1 to Heat 2 in the grand final. How'd you feel?
Fantastic. I didn't think I'd do it.
I think I recognise that face from Edinburgh. What's your name again?
It's Chris Watson.
And you, my friend, are through from Heat 1 to Heat 2 in the final?
Yep.
How do you feel?
Ecstatic.
Colin, you came, what, 11th?
Yeah.
Oh, well, so you just literally were pipped to the post.
Well, I thought I'd qualify with this person from Cardiff, but unfortunately not. It's 1 point out.
You'll be back next year?
Of course, Defo.
Defo.
That time I'll have some practice and slaughter the opposition.
What score did you actually get?
113.
Absolutely nothing was there. 110. 103, I think. I got 117.
How exciting is that? 117 each?
Yeah. Oh, so close.
How you feeling, fella?
Well, a little bit disappointed, but not too bad. Hopefully I'll get 3 grand.
Got ourselves a serious situation here. The top 2 players, Julian and Stuart, both got 117. It's a tie-break situation. It's going to be the first competitor to reach 20 points in the quickest time. It's going to be tense. It's going to be fun. It's the difference between 15 grand and 7, which is 8.
Oh, you haven't got to do it. Take a guess.
they've both got 117 each, then they've both reached 20 points in 39 seconds, exactly the same. Okay, bizarre situation. It's tie-break time. They've got to get to 30 points in as quick a time as possible. Good luck. Well done, Julian, well done, mate. Oh, my goodness. I mean, they've both done phenomenally well. 15 grand and 7. Down to the top 3, this is serious money. 3 grand. Nice.
It's a fantastic bit of gaming. I'm going to shake your hand and hand over a cheque for £3,000.
Here he is. £7,000.
Check it out.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for. We're about to find out and name and announce the ultimate gamer. Our search is over. £15,000 in his back pocket. Stuart Kennedy, the proudest, happiest man in the whole of Great Britain right now, and a deserved winner. Let me help you up with that cheque. It's a bit heavy, isn't it?
It is a bit heavy, yeah.
Just remind us again how much it was.
I won £15,000. I could not believe it.
Nail biting though.
I couldn't believe how hard that final was. Didn't expect for a second that I'd be doing one tiebreaker, another tiebreaker.
A double tiebreak situation. I want to thank you because it's helped me end my search to find Britain's ultimate gamer. And Stuart, that's you, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Put it there, pal. Well done.
Cheers.
Well, there you go. After thousands of entrants and a nail-biting double tiebreaker, my search for Britain's ultimate gamer has come to an end. For those of you that took part, I salute you. And for those of you that didn't, I suggest you get your thumbs warmed up because we'll be back next year. You need an immense amount of dedication, some great nerve, and a whole lot of game. And that's why, for a year at least, Stuart Kennedy is Britain's ultimate gamer.
Millennium is coming.